Shalom, Yashala Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Holoyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Harakakodash. The blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts, more quoted precepts. I had a dream last night, man. Well, I had a dream a couple nights ago, rather. And it kind of I ain't want to just be bringing out, dreams like that, because I know Scripture says you're really not supposed to, live your life based off of dreams, which means that your mindset really ain't supposed to be based off of dreams either. But the dream that I had, man, it was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was awesome. So it was basically, I had Salat, 1 second. I dreamt that we were when I said we, I'm talking about me and my family. We were in some house. I don't know what the house was or whose house was it, but it wasn't mine. Right? And it's like some news had hit, and nobody in the house caught the news. The house was huge, man. It was like a big ass wooden mansion that was in the middle of the woods, right? And like I said, a news story had hit, and nobody paid it attention except for me. And I had to basically rally up my family, and we were gathering things that we had already put aside, just in case we had to hurry up and ride out. And I recall one of those things being I had a book bag that was filled with like clothing items. It was filled with different foods, and it had my Bibles in them. It had the regular King James Version Bible in it, and it had the Apocrypha in it. And I had a sword, like a literal sword, right? So we gathering everything, and we running out the house, man. And I cannot remember what the news was that we heard, but all I know was it signified like shit hitting the fan. So we had to rightfully book it. And like I said, nobody else in the house could understand why we were moving, how we were moving, except for one person. And he really couldn't understand why we were moving, how we were moving. He just understood that we had to go. I don't know who this individual was. I've never seen this person before in my life, but it was like a father figure of some sort. I don't know if it was to me, my father figure to me, or a father figure to my family, but it was a father figure of some sort, right? That was basically helping us gather our things, guiding us through the house, and open the door for us. Because my hands were full from me gathering things. All of our hands were full from gathering things. Like we couldn't hold no more, right? And so we rushed out the house and got into our vehicle and drove somewhere. Because I'm coming toward the time of me waking up in the dream. And so we drove somewhere. I don't know where we were driving, but that was pretty much was pretty much it. Me waking up and, you know, off of me driving somewhere. But the thing that kind of caught my attention in the dream was information hit, and nobody else was concerned about the information except for, you know, me. Right? Except for the person who tries to deal with the Lord to the best of my ability, try to maintain faith and works to the best of my ability, and my family who also does the same thing. Right? But the Most High used me to relay the information, to get the information and tell my family, like, oh snap. Like, it was like, oh snap, it's time. So we had to gather our things together real quick. And like I said, we were gathering so much stuff, we couldn't hold no more. So in my mind, I'm thinking like Revelation 7, where it says that the Most High has a certain number of individuals to hold knowledge. And after that certain number is fulfilled, then comes destruction. Right? So apparently the number was fulfilled and destruction came. And the Most High put the spirit on us to get out, get out of harm's way. Right? Like the Most High was calling my spirit to gather your things and get out. And that took my mind to Revelation 18, or it's taking my mind to Revelation 18:4, where the Most High says, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of the plagues." And I understand that that's speaking about the actual salvation. So it's speaking about us actually leaving the daughter of Babylon before destruction comes. All right? It's a select number of people to receive that information and receive that salvation. Zechariah chapter 13, where it says 2/3 of the Most High's people shall die, but 1/3 of the Most High's people shall be left, and they shall go through the fire and shall be tried as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I shall say, they are my people, and I am their power. Right? All of these different verses were going through my head after I woke up from the dream, and now. Right? Because like I said, I had the dream a couple of days ago, and I didn't want to make, a video off of a dream that I had. And this is the crazy part. I haven't had dreams in a minute. You know, I used to dream all the time, but the Most High been kind of sort of allowing me to dream more, but it's been meaningless dreams like that have no point at all. But this one spoke to my spirit because it has something to do with time being up in this place, and we had to gather our things and go. Right? And on top of that, I'm hearing that the CBDC beginning in April, which is a day or so, in a day or so, is about to be released in the daughter of Babylon. And the Fed Now app, I already been discussing this, the Fed Now app in July. So this summer should be very interesting, right? You have certain individuals that are over finances that's saying, basically, this place is going to be all the way digital as it pertains to the money by the end of this year. On top of that, information with or pertaining to Russia and China having meetings, basically discussing strategies to merge their finances in order to overcome the dollar. And the different things that's going on with the banks. And all of a sudden, out the blue, you got a school shooting that's the topic of the day. And there's questions as pertains to that. And we all understand, or you should understand, that in the midst of crisis, they're going to always throw a distraction your way to not pay attention to what you need to be paying attention to. Right? So, like I said, man, the dream was very interesting to me. It spoke to my spirit. And apparently the Most High wanted me to relay the message to the people. To gather your things, man. Get yourself in order. Get yourself straight. Retain all the knowledge that you can. Gather all the knowledge that you can hold. Right? Like I said, I had the sword, which is the scriptures in the bag, and I had a literal sword. Right? And hey, and this is another crazy part about it, right? In the dream and in real life, like I got a sword, and I have like a weapon, or some people may say a gun. I have those things. I wasn't looking for the gun. I was looking for the actual sword, and I was looking, my actual Bibles. I had to make sure I had those things. Right? Now this was in the dream. But I said I said, man, it spoke to my spirit, so the Most High wanted me to relay this message. I suppose that's why the message is being brought out, right? I bring this out all the time. The preparations in the heart of man and the answer of the tongue are from the Lord. So, hey, there it is. So get your mind right, get your spirit right. I really do believe, man, this place is over with, man. It's real life over with. I'm talking about we are so close, and nobody can see it except for the men and women of the Lord, the people who have been trying to deal with the Lord and who've been trying to, show the Most High early love before the evil day, right? But we see it. So just, call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Harakakadash, because it looked like everything we've been praying for is about to come to pass, and the daughter of Babylon is done. Right? So, hey, with that, and Most High willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these quoted precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Harakakadash. Shalom Yasha'Allah.